Time for our G2G protein bar game changers from the weekend. As if you haven't had a G2G protein bar, you should try them. They're great. They're available in Costco in the refrigerated section. You'll see what I mean when you try one. You go online, see all the different flavors they have. Just go to G2GBar.com. I recommend, I don't know, there's like so many different flavors, but the banana chocolate.
Very good.
That's yours?
Yeah.
I like that.
Who doesn't like bananas and chocolate
I'm with you.
in anything.
I like the chocolate. I'm a chocoholic, so I like the chocolate.
So this is where we give you our G2G protein bar game changer of the weekend. It could be college. It could be NFL. It could be anything. It could be Korean Baseball League. Don't matter. Here is mine.
And now Miller motions out. Milroe just takes off. Guess what? Quarterback run. Jalen Milroe with the sprint. Number 4 with his 4th rushing touchdown. 72 yards. A dagger.
That was the gut punch right there that put him up 35-6. They unleashed him. He ran 12 times, 185 yards, the 4 touchdowns. You just heard the 4th, including that 39-yard score on the team's first drive. Alabama racked up 311 yards on the ground. He had a tremendous day. They looked so good. They looked as good as they did in the first half against Georgia back in September. But they still have no margin for error. They still have Mercer, which could be a tough one. Then they're at Oklahoma, they're 500, but you never know what can happen. You go into Norman,
that's it.
And then they finish off in the Iron Bowl with Auburn, which Auburn is 3-6. But for them to roll into Death Valley the way they did, for Brian Kelly, who was 13-0 in night games there at Tiger Stadium since he moved to Baton Rouge in 2022. But Crimson Tide, they snapped that, but. That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, they led the wood on that one. Mine is my G2G protein bar game chamber is Indiana University quarterback Kurtis Rourke, who has led the Hoosiers the first 10-win season ever in the history of their football program by beating Michigan 20-15. Rourke had the 2 touchdown passes in the win over the Wolverines. On the year so far, guys, 21 touchdown passes, only 4 interceptions. Indiana currently in the AP poll, currently 5th. I imagine they'd be 4th, 5th, or 6th. In reference to the new college football playoff poll yesterday. But, watching this team overall and, you just see a consistency. Even though they only scored 3 points in that 4th quarter, basically, they held on to win. And what I like about Rourke is he takes care of the football. Doesn't turn it over. Might be a little bit of a boring offense. Not that Michigan have the opportunities to try to get ahead in this game. But I like Kurtis Rourke, what he's doing for the Indiana Hoosiers. And as they get the week off, then they take on the Buckeyes of Ohio State in 2 weeks.
That'll be a lot of fun. My G2G protein bar game changer is right here in the Valley. ASU quarterback Sam Leavitt with a touchdown pass. He tossed 3 TD passes in the win over Central Florida. He had no running game with Cam Scadaboo out. The running backs who filled in did the best they possibly could. But when you have a guy like Scadaboo who rushes for over 100 and lately has been doing a great impersonation of Christian McCaffrey, catching passes for over 100 as well, this was a terrific Sam Leavitt game as ASU beat Central Florida 35-31. And my G2G game changer, ASU quarterback Sam Leavitt.
There's some good weekend of football, that's for sure. Of course, everything we saw in college and then in pro. Let's talk some Suns. We haven't talked to any Suns today. Kevin Durant out for 2 weeks.